same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70.
Hey, good people. Welcome back to another Boss Conversations with Janeah. And so today I'm really excited about this interview. My guest today hails from Colorado and he has his own amazing podcast. He's also a music artist, and I'm sure there's other boss hats that he wears. So we're going to hear all about it. Without further ado, I definitely want to bring him on. So, Mr. Ariel, welcome to the stage. Woo, woo, woo. What's up,
Goodness.
bro? Woo!
Yo, I love the intro music, first of all. Number two, shout out to Janeah for having me on the Boss Conversation podcast right now. This is what it's all about. Thank you so much.
No
I'm excited.
problem. Thank you
Go
for coming
down.
on. It's going down. I'm excited. Definitely excited to have you on. So, let's kick it off. Like, I want to start off by you telling us what kind of boss hats do you wear? Who are you? What do you do? Let the people know.
Yeah, no doubt. And I just want to let everybody know, yo, I'm so grateful to be here on your show. I even got notes from our last conversation right here. It's crazy. Boss Conversation podcast right here. So yeah, I'm so just super grateful to be here.
So,
And my name's Ariel, and I am praise God. I give all the glory to God. He's the one that showed me my purpose in life. So I'm just gonna start with that first of all. And number two, he put me on this earth so I can uplift and encourage the world. By doing that, I have a podcast, I have music, I make homemade, fresh, hot salsa, and I have merchandise too. So arielent.com. But my podcast is called Ariel's Entertainment Podcast. Ariel's Entertainment Podcast, and it's available on all podcast platforms, YouTube, all social media platforms. And then as well, I'm a musician as well. I play guitar and music. arielent.com. There you can check out my music, covers, originals, uplifting, and that's what it's all about. And I'm so grateful to meet you, and I'm glad God put us on our same path so that we can uplift the world. So I'm grateful. Thank you so much.
yes, I'm grateful as well. I'm so glad that we tapped into each other. We've been tapped in for a few months now, you guys. So we've been watching each other work for a few months. I didn't just run across him, I've been looking at him for a while. I love it. I love how you keep coming up with new business ventures. I loved it when you popped out with the salsa as your newest venture. I was like, bro, just doing everything. I love it. I love it. And yeah, so you have that. I know you have the music
Yeah,
and
yeah, I do
um
podcasting and photography too.
photography. That was the other one. And you do photography. So yeah, you have your feet all over the place. Like, what made you want to go into the podcasting industry?
Oh my goodness. I was listening to podcasts probably from, I'd say, 2018 when podcasting started coming out. But you know who it really was? It was Joe Rogan, because that's the guy that inspired me, because I watched him. I'd say I started watching him maybe like 7 years ago, 8 years ago, maybe longer than that. I just knew about him. I just seen him in different videos from way in the past, and him on Fear Factor, and him doing a podcast with just his friends and video. I thought that is so cool. And when I always thought that was super cool, and I saw all their upcoming podcasts come out, and they were doing the same thing like Joe Rogan, having video and audio. And I thought I was like, man, that's huge. That's like the upcoming big thing right now. And I just couldn't get my mind on how they do the audio and video and how they put it out there. I couldn't get my mind around that. And then I thought it was just the most amazing thing. And so once I figured, hey, I'm gonna start a podcast, because I had my music and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the music, but I went to podcasting and see where that goes. And you know what? The podcast is blowing up more than my music. So And when I do my podcast, I advertise my music and everything else, and everything is just coming full circle. So praise God.
I love it. I love it. Oh, wow. And so I remember the first time I came to your Instagram page, right? The first time I came to your page, one thing I loved about it is like, first of all, you have a million episodes, okay? You got like 3,000.2 episodes, but but the fact that you have like all the different colors, your outlines, like the colors. And so that really drew me to like your page. I love the look. And then you always got the lights going in the background and all that. Your energy is on high level. Think with all of that being said, and I'm thinking about how you just said how when the podcasts start coming up, you couldn't get your mind around how they did the visual and audio.
Yeah.
How did you come up with your own particular? Because I know for me, it just organically came together. It looks nothing like anything I envisioned when I first took the journey, because I really just took it. But how did you come up with like your setup, your background, the lights, the theme colors, all that good stuff?
Okay. Okay. I know. So that's a great question. I appreciate you asking that. We got to go deep. So we're gonna start with I grew up watching professional wrestling, World Wrestling Federation Wrestling, WWE, WWF.
Okay.
Okay, do you remember when they play their entrance song and they come down the stage?
Yeah.
Okay,
With the smoke and yeah.
okay, just remember all that. Just remember all that. So I started watching that. Maybe I think I was maybe third grade, fourth grade. I started watching wrestling. I was obsessed. I had wrestlers, wrestling belts. I was obsessed doing wrestling moves. I was obsessed. And so we'll come back. We'll picture all that back. Okay, so I started the podcast, and I was like, you know what? I have got the flat screen. Got the flat screen here at the studio, and we're like, well, let's put the flat screen in the back. So we put the flat screen in the back, and that was cool. I was playing. Okay, I had the screen in the back. Okay, when I first started the podcast, the first 40, 35 episodes, they were all by myself. So the background of my TV had like either my logo or had the PS4 playing in the background with a video game, and you would see a video game playing
Ah,
by itself, right?
okay.
Basketball, hockey, football. I just put the computer playing by itself. That would be the background, and the light and the whole place would be lit up. Okay, fast forward to going to see some family in Illinois. Shout out to my girlfriend. Her family, her niece and nephew. We went over to their crib, and they're young, so they were probably 2 and 4, 2 or 3 and 4, and their mom got them, and they got a, and then they got 3 kids, and so the older brother, he's probably 13, 14. But anyways, they all hang out, and we pulled up to go visit them, and the little kids just got these CD strobe lights. They were
Right.
they were going crazy for them. They're like, they pulled them out of the Amazon box, and they're just going crazy. They put them up, they put them on for movies, dancing. Just they were obsessed with these. The moment they woke up, they plugged them on.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was like a party for them all day. They just thought they were in party mode all day. And I just thought, you know what? That is really cool. I'm gonna get some of those. So I got, and you know what? And then when we were hanging out in the living room, they put it on top of their TV like that. And I was
Ah.
and they would turn off the lights. It was during Christmas time, movies and gathering together with family, good food, watching movies. And so I was like, okay, that's cool. These kids are always partying with the lights off, with these lights going down. So I was like, wow,
Right.
super cool. So I grabbed me some. I ended up turning off the lights, and I had the ring light was facing me face forward, but I ended up having
Right.
yeah, and it was just a problem. It didn't look really cool, and so I ended up having a podcast with this dude. Shout out to my homeboy, and he was like, "Yo, dude, put the ring light above you, facing you down," and I was like, "Okay," and so that's how the studio came to what it is now. But then as I come to think about it, it reminds me of the Titantron on wrestling, because if you ever go back and look at like Attitude Era WWF during 1999, 2000, whatever, they had a curtain in the background, and then they have a screen for the videos for the
Mm.
music, and then they have lights for the wrestlers when they come out. And I was like, I just thought about it one day. I'm like, oh snap! It looks like a Titantron.
Ah.
But that's the story. That's the story. That's how it came apart. But yeah, everything came by little by little by little.
And layers. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It all organically comes together. Same thing with me. Same thing with me. It started off with me in my bedroom,
Yeah.
okay?
Uh huh.
I was just in my bedroom doing it, going live on the phone. And then, it turned into let's get on the platform and do all that different stuff. So it's pretty cool. And it's cool to hear somebody else's journey
Yep.
and like what inspired them to do what they're doing. So that's pretty cool. And you got like so much going on now. Like you put out how many interviews a week?
You know what? I put out, with my Ariel's Entertainment podcast, we put 2 to 3 episodes. And you know what? I just want to say thank you so much for asking the question about how I did my background and stuff like that. That's a cool question. And no one's ever really asked me that. I talked to my girlfriend about it, but that's it. But nobody's really asked me a question like that. And like you said, like you said, you started in your bedroom. Me, I started in dining room. I started in the dining room. If you watch the first 30 episodes, I started in the dining room, no lights, no nothing. It was just a white background. And yeah, so I get it. I get it.
Me too. That's why I tell people just start. Like, bro, just start because first of all, whoever, even if you feel like it's one or two people, even those one or two people that's watching you in the very beginning, like they're gonna appreciate seeing your growth and where you go to. And those are the people gonna be like, man, I can't believe you're here now when you started there. So just do it, people. Just do it. Whatever it is you thinking about doing, you got that gut feeling, man, you better jump out there and do it. Cause
Amen.
it's greatness. Like it's just gonna come to you. Like you said, you give God all the glory because you asked him for it. He said, okay. Probably told you the same thing he told me. Like, okay, well, you want it, just start moving. And I'm just gonna always say, God told me to just get up and just do this. And don't worry about the path because he was going to lay the stones in front of me. So whether I saw the path or not, I have faith that he's going to lay the stones in front of me and I'm always going to be on the right path. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing what he told me to do, which is what I prayed for and what I want to do. So
Absolutely.
definitely cool to see the like-mindedness. um, were there any things that happened to you in your life that changed your perception to be like that? Even to just be so like God centered and knowing like that has he has the last say so. Anything that happened to you in your life that got you to where you are now spiritually, mentally, how you moving?
Yeah. Oh man. You really like to ask some deep questions. My goodness. So, man. Oh, geez. I just want to say, this I I was, let's see here. I think I was brought up Catholic with my parents. That was great. I did like from I just remember from a baby I was always going to church. So I was always going to church. And when I got into third grade, I became a server, like help with the candles and the book and stuff like that. That was super cool. And I did that till eighth grade, and still went to Sunday school through high school. And but between seventh and eighth grade, mom and dad and we were in a crash accident, and my dad got ejected, My mom got staples on her head, and me, I walked out of there with just one bruise, like a bruised arm, and the car rolled 6 times down the hill, and that's what ejected my dad. And my dad was fight for life at the scene, and so and my mom was at the hospital and she had to go get staples. And so I just remember, and I just walked out of there with, and I didn't have the full seatbelt on. I just had the seatbelt for your waist, you know, 'cause I guess that's what
Right.
the car had at that
Right.
time. And I just had that on. And I remember before the accident, I was sleeping, and my mom woke me up and told me, "Hey, put your seatbelt on." And I put my seatbelt on, and it was,
Wow.
I know, and it was snowing. Yeah, and we went up on a bridge and we hit black ice, and my dad lost control, and we went down that mountain. Oh, I wouldn't say mountain, but it's kind of like a big hill, and rolled the truck. Dad got ejected, like I said, and I just walked out of there with just a bruised arm, and that changed my life right there. But I know, like, in my 20s, I was when I hit 25, 26, I just gave my life to God more because I just, I was partying, doing things I wasn't doing my purpose. And then I just remembered I was about to had no money to my name because I was just hustling and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to do that no more. And so rent was due like in a couple of weeks, and I had no cash really. And I remember I just got out down on my knees and just prayed. I said, God, I just need a job. I don't want to move back to my parents. I don't want to do any of that stuff. I just want to, I just want to get a job, a legit job, and I just, stop all this crap. I just need to find a job ASAP because I got rent for weeks. And so, um, I went the next following day. I went to go look for a job and ended up finding a job. And this job pays weekly. And so, like I said, uh, by the end of those 2 weeks, when rent was due, I had just enough money for rent. And ever since that day, say my 25, 26, that's when I really, I was always there with God, but 25, 26 is like, 24 is when I really like, God told me, I told him, my life, I give my life to you, and here I am today. At the moment I wake up, I thank him. Thank him for his family.
Your audio's going in and out now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me
Yeah.
now? Yeah. So I just thank God in the mornings, and I just thank Him for for waking me up, and for a home, for a job, for perfect health, for my cat. I can go on and on. But I just wake up in the morning, and here I am today, just so focused, and just giving glory to God. That's all I do. I'm just a server. Try to help people as much as I can. Here I am.
That's wow, that's something. It's crazy your mom woke you up and told you to put your seatbelt on. Boy, I tell you, when those signs are there, they are like there. Okay? Like, wow. Um, and it's cool, that you were shown that at such a young age. So when you got older and you was about to get ejected out of the car of life, you realized you needed to put your seatbelt on and get on your knees and ask God to come through because you was ready to be a good kid and put your seatbelt back on. Y'all know I always got to try to bring it all back together, but that's really what I'm getting from it. And I think that that's a beautiful thing. God downloads messages, questions, all that stuff on me all the time. And that's why I asked you what I asked you. And I know it really threw you off guard because I didn't even know I was going to ask you a deep question like that. It wasn't anything prepared at all, but I heard it I heard it from speaking to you. And so when you hear things, sometimes your job as a host is to dig a little deeper into what you're hearing. And I think that that's a beautiful thing. You know, you living in your purpose now is something that is you now leaving a legacy, because there are people who are going to pick up in their purpose because they see you moving unapologetically in your purpose. How important is it for you to stick to your morals, your vision, and your purpose? How important is that in like your life and results and how you feel with you moving and all that?
Yeah, you know what? Can you cut out just a little bit at the end right there?
How important is it for you to stick to your moral beliefs, your purpose, all the things that you are trying to live by now? How important to you, especially in reference to like your success and how you're moving going forward? How important is it to stick to that and to not waver?
Phew, man, yeah, it's very important to me. Oh, very important to me. Like I said, she's, what's helped me out a lot. You know what's helped me out a lot is I get into this clubhouse room every morning. Clubhouse is an amazing
Okay.
app for collaborators and for a lot of people, because people go in there, a bunch of rooms you can talk, a bunch of rooms that have topics. You go in there, you just talk. That's where I met you. Shout out Clubhouse. I'm so grateful for that. That platform blew me up. And yeah, and there's a every morning at 6:30 Mountain Time, I get into a room. It's called the Gratitude Room, and from 6:30 to like 10 in the morning till 9:30 in the morning, sometimes till 8 in the morning, but usually we go till 9. I'm a moderator in there, and shout out to the Gratitude Room, shout out to the Drip Squad. That's what we call ourselves, Drip Squad, Gratitude Room, and we there's maybe 20 of us that come in there in the morning, 15, 10, don't matter. And we just come in there and we just give thanks. And I found this room 2 years ago. And she's Louise. So I wake up every morning, like I said, praying. Pray first. Thank God for everything. And number two, go down, like I start my morning, my process like this crazy every day. And this is how important to me is, because it's just, I just know I need to do this. It's not even like a hassle. I love it. I love reading the Bible. So what happens? I wake up in the morning, I give thanks, and then I go downstairs, feed the animals, and then I I turn on the Clubhouse, get in that room, hear everybody's stories, hear everybody's testimonials, hear everybody what they're grateful for, tell what I'm grateful for, and then as well, before that or after that, I'll read my Bible. I have two Bibles. They're called the Devotional Bible, and and it gives you each day. So today it gives you a topic, and it gives you all Bible verses from the Bible, and then a little passage. It's a daily motivational Bible book, and it's so amazing. That's changed my life too, and I do that every morning. And then I have affirmations where I brush my teeth so that I can see it. And my affirmations is just what I believe in myself. And then as well, I got 3 prayers under that, and I look at that constantly. And then I try to talk to God all day, so it's very important to me. Um, just thank Him. I just thank Him. So, for instance, if I'm leaving a place to a place, I just thank Him for getting me to this place safely. Um, Thank you, God, for this amazing food I'm about to have here for dinner. I can go on and on. Thank you, God, for this amazing podcast with Janeah on this podcast with this connections and stuff. I can go on and it's becoming just been amazing. And so I just that's my process. And then at night I just thank Him, and then read my affirmations again, and then go and start it all over. But that's what I do, and those affirmations keep me accountable. It's what I'm. Those affirmations keep. I'm not. I don't know. For me, I don't know about anybody else, but when you write down,
Yes.
when you write down your affirmations and you put it in the rooms where you're in the most, So, for instance, I put it on my computer. It's on my computer. It's in my bedroom where I brush my teeth, and I see them all the time. And like for instance, I put it on there on the vocal practice. I'm the best vocalist. So for me, and every time I see that, I'm like, I gotta practice my vocals. I gotta practice my vocals. Practice my vocals. Yeah, it's becoming serious. So it's affirmations, writing it down. I figured it out that it keeps you accountable. So that helps me out be disciplined as well. So great
I'm
question.
with you.
Yeah, great
I'm with
question.
you on the affirmations and the gratitude. I'm heavy on the gratitude. Heavy. I'm heavy on the gratitude. When I was 35, I think, or 34, I'm 44 now. I just turned 44, right? So when I was like 35, I suffered real bad nerve damage, and I like my left side is weaker than my right side. It was partially paralyzed. I was walking on a cane.
Whoa.
I could not talk like this. I was stuttering. I could not comprehend conversations. I had a delay. So if you said something to me, if you said how you doing, you by the third time you said it, I would have heard the first time you said it. It was so
Wow.
frustrating, right?
Wow.
And so what happened to me, I have a condition called sarcoidosis, and it turned into neurosarcoidosis. And at the time, only 2.5% of people this happens to. That's a small number. So I've never seen a doctor that has another patient with it. So they're telling me, we don't know if you're ever going to walk again. We don't know if you're going to be able to speak again like you spoke before. And I was crushed because I was like, bro, I'm not even 40. What the fuck? I was like, no, it's not going to be my life. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be, and I don't want to, make anybody feel any kind of way if you are 35 on a cane and you can't speak or anything that happened, because I was in that boat. But I'm saying, I didn't let the doctors tell me what my fate was. I definitely had to take it to God. And I had a moment, like there's a clear, defined moment where I was really depressed about it for a long time. I was depressed. I didn't want to go out because I didn't want people to see me like that. And then one day I was at church, and I was at church and I was going up to the altar to get prayer. And it was like as soon as I like got down on my knees, it was like the whole time I was walking up there, I was saying in my head, like, why me, God? Because I was struggling to get up there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, like, why me? And as soon as I hit my knees, God said, why not you? You're outspoken. You're so vocal. You don't get embarrassed easily. Like you're way outside of your character right now. Like you speak about anything. You speak life into everybody else. And then it was just like from that moment on, it was a clear change in my thinking. And I said to myself, I'm going to talk again. I'm going to walk again. And so went to the gym every day, and
Nice.
the personal trainers helped me get my strength back. I went to the gym every day for 5 hours a day, and I did everything I could, got in the pool, all that stuff. Then I have a bunch of books. I got like 300 books. I started getting my books because I went to school for theater. So I started getting my plays, the books with plays, and I just started reading. And I would switch my voice for the characters to just try to help myself train myself to speak again. And there were other things that I did. But what I'm saying is, I'm telling y'all where I was, and I'm telling you where I am now. And I've been back on the walker, I've been back on the cane several times. I've been hospitalized about 8 times since then. But every time I got to speak myself up out of that stuff. I just told someone today, Ariel.
Hmm.
I just told someone today. If I did not speak positivity in my head, I would still be in a condition I was in when I left the hospital. That could have been my fate. Like I could,
Hmm.
if I would not have seen myself getting better from that, I would not have pushed myself through
Hmm.
the pain to train my muscles again. I could have just laid there. And so Again, people like God give us so many opportunities,
Yeah.
so many times that he pull us out of stuff, and you can't keep going back to the things that you was doing. You have to change your ways, you have to change your mind. And this is why Clubhouse helped you, but it wasn't Clubhouse, you know what I'm saying? That was the avenue. That was the little, the little car.
Yeah.
That was the little car, but who paved the way for that car?
You already know.
For you to even be in that car. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
this is great. I'm so glad you shared some of your story with
You
me.
too. I'm so
I just
grateful
got
that you're.
I do want to
Yeah.
ask you though about your music, because we talked about the podcast. We know that's great. I don't want to get out here where he has salsa, y'all. He
Yeah.
ships the salsa out, but the music, your music is very important to you. So I would like to know, when did you start your music and how's that going? You got anything new coming out you want to tell the people about, anything like that?
Yeah, I just want to say, first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for having me on the podcast. This is so dope. Boss Conversations all the way. I'm a loyal fan. I'm a loyal best friend for life. So thank you so much for
Yes.
having me on here. And as well, I just thought, in all the strength you had to get through what you got to where you are now. And then, you had something on top of my head as well, what you were talking about, how you got yourself through that. Let me think. I'll come back to me, but yeah, I'm just, man, I'm a huge fan of you, and if you ever need anything, just let me know. I'm here in Colorado,
Yes,
so
sir.
you already
Yes,
know.
sir.
And
Thank
so,
you.
yeah, no doubt, man. It was very important to me, but it'll come back. But
About the
yeah,
mindset, thinking yourself up out of it,
yeah, that was
it'll
amazing.
come back.
Yeah, it'll come back to me. Yeah, um, I'm just so happy to be here. And so my music, I started my music, I took it serious 4 years ago. I got two albums. I got a Christmas album I just did 2 years ago, and I got my debut album. It's an EP album, 3 songs. It first came out in 2020, but and then I did that. No vocal lessons, no nothing. Just went out and did it. So proud of myself. And then 2 years later, finally invested in a vocal coach. Learned from the vocal coach. Took down videos from him, and ever since, I just got to put out new music. But the podcast, like I said, podcast has been keeping me super busy, and so it's no excuse though. And I'll go perform at. People ask me to go perform on shows to open for them, or I'll go to coffee shops and play music at open mics, or I'll go perform outside, like at a busy sidewalk. I'll pull out my little speaker and guitar and just start playing there.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just go hard in the paint. I just love playing music, but yeah, I'd say this year is gonna be the most serious I take it though, for real. Yeah, got studios.
Oh,
I bought studio equipment to make my own studio. I just got to set it all up, and that's just what it
that's
is.
good.
Yeah,
So next time that Ariel comes back to Boss Conversations, you guys, he's gonna have a whole studio going, a new album coming out,
yep,
because
yep.
I can vouch for him. That podcast got him busy because this brother, like, he posts, man, you post so much, and I was just like, but you inspire me. It's some of y'all that really inspire me. I'm really like, how do they find the time to do all of this stuff? Because you also find time to create content even when you're just out doing stuff. I really follow your page. So I see you, like, when you're just going to the store, you create content. Like everywhere you go, you create content. You be out in the snow and stuff like, so
Yeah.
that's cool. That's cool. I'm glad that you can get all of that in. You're really blessed. You're talented. I want to give you your flowers,
Oh,
you
praise God.
know,
Thank you.
while you're up here so you can hold those flowers. I am definitely impressed. I really like your work ethic. I love your energy. You're so positive. And I love your best friends tag. I love
Hey,
that everybody's your best friend.
yeah, pull up.
I love it. I love it. The pull up. When I come to Colorado again,
You do it.
I'm coming to see you
I got your
for
merch ready.
sure.
I got your merch ready.
Yeah, let us see your merch. Show us your merch.
We got the white T-shirt. It's
Yes.
arielent.com right here in the bottom, somewhere around here, right there. arielent.com.
Oh, that would be a dope tattoo.
Yo. And then this one as well. We got the red tee, classic red tee, same thing, but with the red classic.
Ah, yes, yes.
They're almost
Okay.
sold out. They're almost sold out. But when you come through, I'll have one for you for sure. We got pens, stickers, and we got the salsa. So I'll have that all ready for you in a package. Don't trip.
Awesome. Well, any last gem you want to drop on the people? Any nuggets you want to give them to encourage them or anything like that?
You know what? I just want to say, Ariel's Entertainment Podcast, arielent.com, dropping 2-3 episodes a week, available on all podcast platforms, social media platforms. And I just want to, like you said, give our flowers to each other because, that's where it's at right now. I'm just super thankful. I am super grateful for Boss Conversation. Janeah, thank you so much for having me on the show. This means the world to me. And then let's see here. That's all I got right now. And arielent.com, Ariel's Entertainment Podcast, truly means the world to me, guys, for your support. And like you said, oh, you know what it was? I want to say thank you again for checking out my social medias, my content, and just letting me know that, we're here for each other and we're gonna uplift each other. So, yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, no doubt.
Boss
No doubt.
Conversations, baby, #1. Woo!
Let's go.
Oh, I love your intro song. I love your intro song.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I like it too. It's pretty lit. It's pretty
It
lit.
is. Oh, I was popping. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. No
Is there a
doubt.
place where we can hear that? Like the whole full thing?
Um, I can send you the name of the artist and the song. Yeah. Yeah.
Sick. I
I
think
have
it's
it on
super
my
dope.
intro and on my outro. And I love it. I did all of this myself and I like it just like with you, like things just started coming through
I
and
know.
you know, I like to talk to I call it the little big bosses of the world because it's like, some would say, we don't know y'all. Y'all don't have whatever, but we making boss moves still. We're still bosses. We don't have to have a million followers to be a boss. But everybody who I'm interviewing, they're all on the way up.
Yeah.
They're all on the way up.
Sick.
Everybody is getting better and better. And so I'm just searching for a song, searching for a song. And I'm like, I'm not going to pick a song until a song like really hits my spirit,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
because I want my shit to be dope. So I'm like, when I heard that song, I was like,
Yeah.
look at you, God. I
Yeah.
accidentally clicked on that. And all I heard was, yeah, we on the way up. And I was like, up. Because all of my bosses are on the way up. So that's my
Oh
song.
my gosh.
That's my song.
Yo, that's how we do. Drop the mic right there. And you know what? I love your hats in the background.
Thank you. Yeah, that became a theme too. I started wearing hats on my show,
Sick.
and people were like, "You got to keep wearing the hats." So I went from having 3 to 30.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did, but it's all good. I definitely appreciate you noticing them and everything. That's what's up. Well, this has been another Boss Conversations, everybody. I really appreciate Ariel ENT for coming on board. Y'all make sure y'all check his podcast out. It's enough room out here for everybody, for you guys to support all of us, for us to all support each other. And look for me. I'll be on his show. He'll be on my show.
Oh yeah, it's dropping
He's
soon.
got the bling popping. Okay.
This is the latest one. I got myself this for Christmas. No lie.
That's dope.
I did.
It's nice.
Thank you. I did. I'm so
Nice.
proud. I was so proud of myself because I wasn't gonna drop it, but I was like, "Yo, I'm dropping it. I'll buy it. Why not?" So that's how we.
You gotta treat yourself every now
do,
and then.
you
got
do.
to. You have to reward yourself for all the hard work that you're doing.
Got
Come
to.
on now.
We got to.
You getting
Yo,
it. You getting it.
appreciate you so much, and yeah, thank you so much again. Boss Conversations, yo. Woo!
All right, y'all. We out. Y'all know the deal. See you next Friday. Same bat time, same bat place. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Boss Conversations. We out.
same energy.